and refresh your decoder, and you'll have your GNN TV right in front of you. This is GNN TV, reconciling the world unto God. Solution Channel. It's a dawn of a new era. This is a very important information for all the lovers and followers of GNN TV. Here is it. GNN TV is now broadcasting on a different channel, and these are the information. Frequency 12721, polarity vertical, symbol rate 26647, channel 1277. Enter and refresh your decoder, and you'll have your GNN TV right in front of you. This is GNN TV, reconciling the world unto God. Solution Channel.
Hello and welcome to The Gathering. I am Harriet and I'm Judith Kelvin.
And I'm Sylvester. Look, as usual, I'm glad to be back.
And today we're going to talk about cheating. Is it a mistake or a choice? Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
Are you in search of a good construction company? Do you have a high test for a sweet home? Not to worry. Also Construction Nigeria Limited is the solution you need. We specialize in building constructions, import and export of Italian ceramics, tiles, marbles, doors, bathrooms and kitchen fittings. Architects and engineering, supply and installation work. General building contractor. We represent manufacturing company in Europe and the United States. Also Construction Nigeria Limited, head office number 14, Iremila Street, off Cook Road, Benin City, Nigeria. Lagos address number 49, Engineering Akimalawo Street, Atan Kekele, Oluwaga, Ipaja, Lagos. For more information, please call 080-357-09679 or 080-751-99066 or +39-329-7346-919. Also Construction Nigeria Limited, Quality Shop.
Welcome back, viewers. If you are just joining us, this is The Gathering and we're talking about cheating. Is it a mistake or a choice?
For me, it's a choice. It's not a mistake.
And Ma?
For me, it's both.
A choice and a mistake.
A choice and a mistake.
And you watching us right now, what do you think? Is it a choice or a mistake? Write it down in the comment section. We'll read it and we'll let you know. Ma, what do you mean by the both is a choice and also a mistake?
Taking the decision to cheat, that is the choice. The decision you take to cheat is already a mistake. So that is why it's a mistake to cheat. But cheating is a choice because before you went into it, you knew what you were doing. In any way both of you planned it, you knew what you were doing. If you begin to say it's a mistake because you were caught, it's not a mistake because it's a deliberate act. You did it because you like to do it.
No, but you just said that it's both, and
Yes.
you try to. But the fact is that before you even come to the fact about cheating, if it's a choice or it's a deliberate act or whatever, let us first of all look at what brings about cheating. Is relationship, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And if we define a relationship, it's like you should hold up to the fact that we are what we are in a relationship, and one of the biggest crime in relationship is cheating. Now, you now ask a young man or the young lady, how did you get into this relationship? And how did you get into this cheating aspect? Don't forget one thing. Before this cheating something comes about, it's a thing you have conceived it in your heart, in your mind. Okay, let me talk from the point of view as a man. If, for instance, I'm into a relationship with a friend, and somehow, I come across also someone else. Before the real cheating takes place,
You must have brooded about it.
I will have done all the calculations and every other thing. Within that time, that mistake can be avoided.
That is
But by the time you conclude with that thing, it's no longer a mistake.
It's no longer a deliberate.
No, it's no longer a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
At that time, you could have reversed
It becomes a choice.
So no, at that point in time, you had the choice. You had a choice of doing it or not doing it. So you decided
to do it.
So it's a choice. It's not me. So take when somebody is caught in the act
the very first thing they say
it's the devil's work. No, it's a mistake. It is the devil's work. Mistake how?
You now realize it's a mistake because they made the wrong choice. That is why they always say it's a mistake. Making a choice to cheat, it's a mistake. It's a wrong choice to make.
No, Judy, that is a good.
That is it.
No, right?
Making a choice to cheat is a mistake.
No.
You don't choose to cheat. So when you are caught on the act, then you realize it was a mistake for
I understand. Maybe you are in love with your spouse and something happens along the line.
Nothing happens.
It's not like you
I will drink to this because I refuse to agree with
Nothing
that.
happens. You made a wrong choice. Making a wrong choice is a mistake.
Okay, that's where I'm
celebrating of saying making is a mistake because you choose the wrong path.
It cannot. No. It cannot be a wrong path. You are already in a relationship.
Okay, why?
And you know that the biggest sin in a relationship is cheating. You have
cheat to gain some.
What are you getting?
To gain what?
Yes, they are cheating to gain.
What gain?
Because to play behind the back of his spouse.
But that is what he or she is not supposed to do.
When someone is cheating, what does the person stand to gain? Is it money? Is it attention?
Maybe to satisfy their selfish urge.
That the person you are with can't satisfy.
Cheating.
I like that question. I know somebody watching us now will be like, okay, I know you are in that situation.
And we know yes.
We know you are in that situation. You are laughing now. But before you get into that thing, don't forget that you have conceived the thing. You have pictured it. You have ensured. When
they even picture a way to go, not to be caught.
And then you tell me it's a mistake. When you are not caught in there, how can you tell me that
because it becomes a mistake?
No, don't use that thing.
You made the wrong
choice.
You choose to cheat.
It was not a choice.
You choose the wrong thing.
Judith, that is not a choice. I mean, it's not a mistake. In this aspect, you don't have choice. No. There are situations you don't have choice. No. If you are not into a relationship, it's a different thing.
Okay, in this aspect, you have a choice to choose.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Choosing the wrong side, you already made a mistake.
Okay, I'll tell you where such a thing can be accepted by my own standard of thinking. When you say, for instance, now, it does happen. Young men, you know what I'm talking about now. When you have two relationships, somehow.
Yeah, let me drink to this double relationship.
Yes. And now, at this point in time, you are now thinking, which of these two do I really finally settle with? Now, to you, they probably have the same kind of level of whatever that you really want. But, somehow, you now took one out of these two. But at the end of the day, something happened. That could be considered a mistake.
Because at that point, you don't actually have a particular one. You are still trying to know who is who.
You understand? But now you have chosen.
This is mine.
This one is mine. This one is this. And you know that this one is this. And then you went behind her or she went behind me.
Making a wrong choice is a mistake.
What choice is it? There's no choice here anymore.
Because choosing to cheat is a mistake. To choose the wrong path. That is where I am talking about.
What path? That is a path. That is
what makes it a mistake. Not because it's the right path, but it's the wrong path. Choosing the wrong thing is a mistake.
You are just trying to, you are helping those ones who are involved, both. You should
I think they sent a personal message.
From the point of view of a lady,
No, they sent a personal message.
I'm sure. We'll check your telephone.
To make you realize that when you choose to cheat, you choose the wrong path. You already made a mistake by choosing the wrong path to cheat. So it becomes a choice when you go into it.
My eyes now are closed and I'm walking and I hit my leg against the wall.
Against the stone.
Against the stone. I think that's a mistake. I did not plan for it because my eyes were closed. So now my eyes are open and I see that there's
there's a
stone in front of me.
Instead of you to
raise my leg, I still go there and kick it.
You know, it's a
That's
mistake.
Maybe sometimes
No, it's a
that's
mistake.
a distraction. You can keep a stone.
That's a distraction.
Yes.
Okay, now. So what is
But what distracted me more?
Most people that have watched lots of films, that people will say, yeah, it's a mistake because she seduced me. Can someone actually seduce you to cheat on your spouse?
You see, that's another level. No,
So because she said distraction.
Do you know what is commitment? That is the key thing there is the commitment. When you are committed to something, nothing distracts you.
So no matter the seduction, at that moment you still have a choice.
Okay, let me give you something, Harriet. Now, you know, when it actually wants to come to this cheating issue, you know, if you're actually in love with your, I don't know what I want, fiancé or whatever you want to call, girlfriend or whatever, you know, if you're actually in love with her, I'm talking from the point of view of a man. If you're actually in love with her and you've seen this thing, you know, mostly, Airborne, you know, when you see this girl or this lady, there's something that's enticing you to her one way or the other. She could be that one that always want to just, you know, and then you're like, this girl. But when you are in that mood now, you now start thinking, you know, if I do this thing behind Jane, it's not proper. You know, the other, you know, because, you know, there are two brains a man have. There is one that went to school.
The other one
did not go.
They drop out.
When the one that went to school is functioning, this one is sleeping. When the one that did not go to school now start functioning, the one that went to school will sleep. So by the time the one that went to school start telling you, Jane, you know, if I do this, she's not going to be happy. I should be cautious of the fact that she's going to get angry. Let me stop this thing. The one that did not go to school, waiting concerning you with Jane. If Jane matter, make you, Jane no even go know.
She won't know.
At this point in time, you know, either consciously or subconsciously that if I do this thing,
it's wrong.
By the time I now go and do it, is it now a mistake? Well, because you know this cheating does not, you don't just wake up in your house.
Let's say you want to cheat.
I'm going to cheat.
You must have done so many calculations.
Yes, you now took it at a child and asked, well, let me make this choice.
This is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it.
That's why I say, that's like that. Okay, I will keep saying, I'm talking from the point of view of a man. When we get to that place, it's no longer a mistake. We deliberately did that and sometimes wait for the consequence.
Yes.
But the truth is, there's nobody that wants to cheat that has ever intended to be caught in the act of cheating.
You do it and go free.
No, she said she's not. No, because if you want to cheat as if nothing will happen, yes, I quite understand.
Yeah, because when you go into cheating, there was never a time you planned to be caught on the same. Then when you are caught, I think someone needs to play defense at the time. But I am not saying that cheating is a mistake. I'm saying choosing to cheat. You already made a wrong choice, which is a mistake.
We aren't discussing whether choosing to cheat is no.
That is why I'm telling you, it's both.
It cannot be both.
That is why when they are caught, they come up with the excuse and say, "Oh, it's a mistake."
It's a common language.
It's a common language.
It's not as if
I never planned of cheating.
You planned.
I planned.
You
planned.
Look, don't be talking for anybody. Talk for yourself.
Strategies so that I will not be caught in the
but the strategy failed.
The strategy failed and I was caught.
And then you used the word it was a mistake.
Because I now realized
young man is not a mistake. Lady is not a mistake.
Ladies don't cheat because choosing to cheat is both.
Who cheats more? The lady or a man? Who cheats more?
We can't really tango. There's nothing like that. Because that one that I cheated with could also, I don't mean
really
that person that cheated could also be somebody else's. The thing is cheating.
A mistake.
A mistake.
Or a choice.
Okay, I agree to this. It's not a mistake. It's a mistake to choose to cheat.
She still repeats that.
I'm still repeating it because that is what I want you to understand.
If you are planning, I know you are planning already.
Don't plan. You always plan.
You can say anything you like. I'm telling you the truth, young man or young lady.
You already made the wrong choice.
You know, sometimes most women can say, yeah, I had an issue with my husband, or there was a problem, or something happened and there was a distance, so she had to go outside. So the question now is, the person in the house, Does the person have a part to share a blame in all this?
Harriet, that's a bit. The question is individual. At this point in time, I'm just thinking in my mind that what am I supposed to say to the question Harriet just asked now? Because in the first place, if there's anything like crisis in the house, the first solution is it by cheating?
No.
Except I don't know if it's proper for us to go this way, because you see, what is the main thing that happens when a man cheats on his wife or when the woman cheats on her husband? Is it not the intimate relationship that happens with the other person?
They will just have one excuse. The man can just wake up and say maybe something you did, you are not good enough for me, or you don't satisfy me. They just have one excuse. Let me
tell you. I try to use that example because that is what happens. Now, take for instance a man that says, "My wife don't know how to cook." If he doesn't know how to, why don't you go to a restaurant and eat?
You can even teach your wife how to cook.
Okay, let's assume that even himself is not good at cooking. Why doesn't he go to a restaurant and eat? Must he go and have a girl that can cook, and then that one now becomes the one he cheats with? Or vice versa, what will be the reason, most probably the lady? So what is the reason the ladies give that make them to cheat?
And what are
he doesn't satisfy me.
I just told you that maybe the man will say, "Hey, my wife don't know how to cook." Or she doesn't know how to dress well, just dress like I don't know, So
sometimes distraction can lead to cheating. To be
like you said earlier.
Some men and some women
distraction.
are distracted.
Okay, so do you know what? On this episode, we will not be able to say so much because we are already running out of time. What we will do, we'll come back and we're going to talk on this distraction she talked about, and also talk on how you found yourself in that place. Like she said, you've now realized that it's a mistake. How can you come out of it?
Coming out of the mistake you have made. I want to personalize it. When I was young,
yes, sir.
And when I was dating my wife, and when we got married, I think she asked me, "What is the thing that I can do that can get you up, off record? If somebody go there, I'm off record." I don't know if you want to rectify the mistake again. I'm talking about me, Sylvester. Well, I don't know if there's another person that have way, because I was just like, I can't imagine. I would just be imagining. That's why I try as much as I can. That's what I'm saying. I try as much as I can to try to also keep my track the way I best could, So in this way, I cannot advise anybody and say, how do you get out of a mistake that can never be cleaned up?
No, it's not even advisable. We should advise them not to get into that.
Now we have so many people watching. Already. Some are doing it now. They're watching us. Some are thinking of planning.
Since they are not yet caught, they should stop that act.
But if they are caught, what happens?
Like you say, you tell the husband or the wife or the boyfriend.
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. The normal story they normally tell.
And when you are caught in the act, then you face the consequences.
Although I gave my own personal thing that I can, but don't let us be this too hard. Because yes, it's not as if it's advisable that anybody goes about cheating on his spouse or whatever. But the fact is that if such a situation happens, sometimes, like you said, though I didn't agree with the fact that it's a mistake, it's something that the person made as a choice.
It's a mistake to choose that.
But in the process, most probably, she realizes that thing she thought would have been better than what she or he have been using the ladies now. Maybe it's not what she thought, And now, and because they are the one that will get, the ladies are more.
No.
Yes. They might be more reserved in not, no. The men, they are too, you see.
You know what we should do?
It's not
you are watching us right now. So if you know you are cheating and you are a female, just write, I am cheating, I'm female. If you are a male, I am cheating, I'm male. So at the end, we can do a statistic so we know.
I'm talking about reality. I'm talking about reality.
So what do you say to the viewers? If they are ever caught in this act?
I pray you are not caught in the act. That's the first thing. Because if you are caught in the act, to come out is something. Even you that is caught in the act, and won't you even be ashamed of yourself?
Oh, your pride will fall, everything.
Good, because you know, if you're in a home, then if you make some kind of normal catwalk, the man will look at you. Did he do that in that place? Where will he walk well? He's not talking to her. He's talking inside of him. It's a big wound. It's a big wound inside.
It's like,
but for a man that has pride, though, because you know, some men like. But no, I think if love exists in that relationship, it will ever be a big wound on both sides.
Of course.
But if there is not a time to, we are just here together because of
maybe something, children or something.
Whatever. You know, most especially when you have a situation whereby it's a polygamous thing.
No, polygamy isn't really cheating. We can't call that cheating, right?
It's still cheating. You know, I'll tell you what. Do you know how jealous the women in a polygamous home are? Let them tell you of those good old days. Is Mama somebody's turn? Mama whatever turn? The day is this not this person's turn?
They know we singing and dancing, they all singing, worship and praise.
This is my way.
Making noise.
You know how the other one will be? Then when the man passes, when normally she says good morning, you use her nose to say morning. The man already knows that. You see, so what do you call that one? Though you say it's a polygamy, that the woman there has the right to do that, but no, the other women, they see that, look at him, do you know the funny aspect of it all? If that wig belongs to that person, anything the man buys probably to entice that, to make it more closer, it becomes a problem to, so, no, but for me, like she wants me to like say, if such a thing happens, if both parties can come together, reason together, because sometimes we make these terrible errors that after making them it can breach a lot of things, because that is a home where they discuss. Though I don't pray for that kind of discussion, because they can probably come out what actually happened. What led you to it? Was it something I was not doing right that you could not tell me? What really happened? What were you enticed to with? That made you to make. So probably in that place, the person could start opening up. But why didn't you tell me? I could make amendment. That's a case where love exists.
Depending on how the other partner approaches the situation, that's very important.
Dear HARRIET, that situation there, you don't approach it with smile. You know? So if they can come together, have heart-to-heart talk, and both parties are willing to let go. Because at this point in time, if the man, for instance, if it was the woman that cheated on the man and the man got to know, and she was able to say, see, it was one day you did all this, the things you used to do for this person, but you know, then he was like, oh God, so this one led that to it. So probably he could change his ways and they could live happily ever.
That moment when you find out you have the right to bring the fire and everything, but after you brought down the fire, do you still want that relationship?
No, if you love the person, if you love the person at a time, even when you take the fire, when you are seated with her or when she's seated with him, she could take the fire. But the moment the guy steps or the girl steps out, he will see that good thing they used to have, and that's when he got more. And maybe he will be like, oh, I wish he could just come back now and let's see if we can work this out. You know? And what am I saying here? I don't advise that we get involved in this kind of a situation, because I tell you, brothers and sisters, it is not an easy discussion that we can put on the table and we'll talk as if we are discussing family matters. No. This issue is
very delicate.
It's delicate, so it's better we don't get involved. But if we do get involved, and don't go to the issue immediately, the thing happen. Give some time,
space, because
but not too long time, though. Not too long time, but just maybe 2-3 days time. But always thank God we have all this. Keep sending messages. The partner hurt might probably not reply, but keep sending, keep sending, keep apologizing until you can just have a talk.
The other party calms down.
Then you can just have a talk. you know. But I'm not with all this one. Don't mean that you get involved. But if you are already involved and you're looking at, probably I'm talking to you now that's already involved in this situation and you have been caught in the act, you know, and you're wondering how do I go about it. Most especially if you truly love this person, and it's not because you love the person because of an interest. If it's not for an interest, but you really love the person, you can see how you can work it out. And I pray God that.
Of course, God will
and allow time to heal.
Yes, time to heal.
Don't rush it. Because if you rush, you'll not get anywhere. Because in the delicate issues like this, you give time so that the wounds can be healed.
And no matter what happens, don't be too proud to say I'm sorry.
In everything in life, don't be proud to say
everything.
Sorry, thank you, and what is that? There are 3 magic words. I'm sorry, thank you, and please. You know, no, you should not. If you are not proud to say those 3 words, you will always succeed in life. But all the same,
don't get into that.
Cheating is not
it
a mistake.
Destabilizes so many things.
It is a choice. You chose to cheat. And you did cheat.
I'm speaking for Sister Judith now. It is a mistake that you made the wrong choice to cheat.
I mean, was it a choice that you cheated? How can you now make a mistake in making that choice? If it was you and us, then you can go ahead, nobody's going to complain. But if it's you and I, there's nothing like...
cheating is a crime.
Don't choose to cheat, please.
Don't choose to cheat. Don't choose.
Don't even plan.
If you choose to cheat, you just make the wrong choice.
Just
by choosing
you make the mistake by choosing to choose that choice that you choose.
So please, don't cheat.
Oh my God.
Don't cheat. Do you know if I would say something like, don't cheat if you can.
If you can, because there are so many people they can't.
No, they can't.
They can't.
But I'm not going to say that. This guy saying don't cheat. I'm not even asking you if you can.
There's no choice now. Don't cheat.
You see, that makes it that you don't have choice.
You don't have a choice to cheat.
I know they are happy.
You're choosing to cheat.
I've not said anything.
It's a wrong choice.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, ma. Have you ever been cheated on before?
I don't know how it feels like, and I wouldn't want to know.
No, please don't. You don't have to. It's a very bad experience.
And you're not asking me.
Sir?
Why didn't you ask me?
You said
No. I know why. So you have just gotten to the conclusion that I cannot be cheated on. I like that.
I should get a high five for that.
I cannot be cheated on.
It's not possible.
I'm too old a corporal to be pushed around by a new sergeant.
Well, I think I need to I'm having a wonderful time. Dear future husband, please don't cheat.
And future wives, please don't cheat. It's a dangerous zone. So that you don't lose your loved ones.
And when you are in that place where you are planning and you are thinking, should I
don't be distracted.
The best thing you should do is to bring God in.
That is the bottom line of it all.
Bring God in.
Because you know, sometimes this thing they come so strongly on you.
Because you have
that you have that period of either wanting to do it or not to do it. So it's that period of God, please.
Distraction, weakness, and then the naughtiness in you will now rise up.
Wow, what a lovely time.
And the cheat.
We still have our wine. Mama happened. It's a mistake that you finished your wine.
Not only that, the thing is that she really had to finish it because her throat was getting dry.
Because of the choice that she made.
No. And not only that, you asked that, but why would you be asking her if she has been cheated on?
I don't know how it feels.
She doesn't know how it feels.
And I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Okay.
But don't you know? Is it experience is the best teacher?
Viewers, this is how far we can go on today's program. I had a lovely time, and I know you had a lovely time also. Ma, you have a lovely time.
I have a wonderful time.
Sir, no, sir, I can see all over your face. You had a wonderful time today.
I don't even want to think about it. Can we say any personal thing?
Yes, sir, you can.
Oh, dear wife, I love you. I don't hope. No, I will not cheat.
It's only too late to cheat. please say your personal message to your husband.
Oh, my husband, you know I cannot cheat on you, not even in my dreams.
Not even. You said distraction. What was it she said?
I'm not a distracted
Sir,
woman.
you've talked about your wife. You sent message to your husband. Let me send message to your
future husband. Go ahead.
Do you know if I'm married already?
Your future.
What if I'm married?
Oh, sorry.
No, we know you are not married. Officially.
Officially. All right, dear future.
You know everything that happens in the realm.
Okay,
spirit.
It's happening in the realm, so it has been completed.
Please, though, I don't have patience.
Really?
I don't have patience to come as I is approaching you calmly and say, what happened? What you do? You did not. Who sent you?
You just gave us a topic.
Patience.
Okay. So you are moving from that to cheating or not them to who can be patient when cheating happens? Who can be patient?
Bye for now.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
God bless you. Thank you.
It's a dawn of a new era. This is a very important information for all the lovers and followers of GNN TV. Here is it. GNN TV is now broadcasting on a different channel, and these are the information. Frequency 12721, polarity vertical, symbol rate 26647, channel 1277. Enter and refresh your decoder, and you'll have your GNN TV right in front of you. This is GNN TV, reconciling the world unto God. Solution Channel.